Alright, so today we are looking at the Casio CZ 2000S synthesizer. I just picked up this synthesizer. It's pretty 1980s, and this was actually the line of synthesizers that Casio kind of used to try to get into the prosumer segment. Probably the only one that would ever compete with a Roland Korg or Yamaha from the same era, but it's not quite the toy that many of us from the 80s recall, but it's still not very feature rich. I got this one. It came with the official CZ 2000 sized stand, the volume pedal, the cover, of course. It's nice to see everything in great shape. Let's focus on using the Casio C2000. This is the Casio C2000. It's a full-size board, full-size keys. The CZ1000, which is a board I had 20-something years ago, a long time ago, and it was old then, had buttons on the side so you can wear it like a guitar. This one is a little heavy for that. So we've got modulation, volume, chorus. I like to keep the chorus and everything kind of up to the end, up to the top. Strange button here to turn on the modulation, I believe. The power is actually here. Here we've got tonal control, so we've got the master tune, which is something I don't know why people would want to use it. We've got portamento, and glide, which I don't really, I don't like to use very much. I think the glide's better than the portamento, but you can go in and affect the portamento time and make it way too long if you want to, right? So I don't know why you'd want to do that. Do the same thing with glide and do some wacky effects if you want to. That's about it. We've got key transpose, which is another thing. I don't know why you'd want to use that. It's just a way to disorient yourself, I guess. Standard, when you turn this on, it'll be in normal mode, but you can put it in tone mix, where you can basically mix two sounds. So this is piano and synth, which is kind of alright, and you can affect what level of mix you want to have, but you can go ahead and affect that. Then you have split. Define where your split is and what the level is for each one, and those are things I don't necessarily like to use. You can also have solo, which is basically the way to shut your multi-timbralness off, which if you're doing some synth stuff, it's kind of cool, but mix it into a monophonic. I don't know why they didn't just call it monophonic or something. Solo makes me think that slash is going to come out. Anyway, so for each of the sounds, we've got 4 banks of 8 sounds each. Bank A is, I think, mostly keys. And we got electric guitars in there. Bank B is you got harpsichord, guitar, glockenspiel. So it's a little bit mixed up. If you're used to like the standard general MIDI formats of sounds, this predates that, so it's a bit all over the place. Got organs, and the organs, I think, not too bad, right? I mean, they sound pretty cool. Then you get some horns. Most of the stuff is trying to be regular standard instruments. There's not too many preset synths. I think there's like 1 or 2, but that's okay, because then you also have these memory banks where these are where you can store the sounds you synthesized, and there's stuff in here. And I just got this keyboard yesterday, so so that's interesting, right? And so I can go over here, I can affect the vibrato, the range if I want. I can also turn on vibrato, and I have different vibrato waves, which are just show them right here, so you know what each number equates to. Annoyingly, it's not a backlit display. That was only on the CZ 5000. But anyway, I can go here and I can actually write this memory bank, and I can lock the memory on this thing, so, you know, which will let me not do that. So if I really like my sounds, I guess I can keep my 32 sounds in here and never touch it again, except I have the ability to add a cartridge, and, you know, there's a ROM cartridge that you could buy, or that allows you to get more sounds. I think you can actually write to it as well, or there's ones you can write to. Never seen one. I wouldn't trust one right now. It'd probably be, you know, one way to short out your system or something like that. Anyway, so this is a fully programmable synthesizer, which is great. So you can, and I'm going to go through a separate video that'll go through all of the synthesis in better detail. But you know, you can go ahead and tweak any sound. So if you just want to affect it while you're playing, you can go ahead and you know, you've got several lines, and when you have the 2 lines set up going, you can turn on a ring modulator, and you can't affect the level of ring modulation, but you can at least do it. And generally, I think the sounds are a little more, I like, you know, the rough synth sound, so I think you get a little bit more out of it. Noise normally would be something I would like, but in this case, it's not controllable. It's terrible sounding. So I would normally just go with ring modulation for my taste, but now I can go and affect the waves, and here's the waveforms. Keyboard sounds better, so I generally drop it an octave. But anyway, so I can go through different waves. Then I also can affect the pitch, and this is really not something I like to do because it just makes for a wonky sound. Follow, I can add some follow, which doesn't seem to be doing much. And everything is 1 to 99, which is kind of funny because it's, you know, again, different than the MIDI standard that I think came on a little later. Then I can envelope, and I can also detune, which is, I think, kind of cool. Because then I can start getting something that, you know, just gets that rough sound, like a little bit more analog sounding. So you hear the, you know, it's for what it is. This is a cheap keyboard. It was inexpensive when it was made, and today you should be able to find them pretty cheap. There are some cool sounds on CZs, and you know, if you're looking for a good cheap 80s machine, this is a good place to start. I would definitely go for a DX7 or a D50 Roland if I had some more money to spend, but I found this one and I thought, why not pick it up? It allows me to relive my youth playing an 80s synth in the 90s. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'll go through a new video on how to program this, so be sure to subscribe, and I have a whole bunch of other boards that I'll be going through. So I hope you like this video. I hope you found it somewhat useful. Thank you.